Welcome back. We're going to do another quick video. Before we get started though, as usual, I just want to remind you that I am not George, I'm not Wheezy, I'm not Florence, I'm not Tom, I'm not Helen, I'm not Mr. Bentley, I'm not Jenny, I'm not Lionel, I'm not either Lionel actually, and I'm certainly not your financial advisor. I'm just some guy on the internet, on YouTube, talking to you about what I'm doing with my personal finances in this DeFi journey that I'm on and crypto journey that I'm on. And this channel is really originally developed to donate to nonprofits in Detroit, which is what this particular faucet that you're looking at is made for and created for, and what I'm compounding for. And at the end of every month, I basically take the profits, I claim them, and I distribute them to a local nonprofit. But until we get to about $1,000 a day, it's going to go to one, Southwest Housing Solutions. You can read about it in the intro video. I'm not going to talk to you a whole lot about that. But as you can see, that right now, I thought we'd be at 25 drip tokens this week, but we are not. I did airdrop when I claimed this past week one drip to the Healing the D account here, so but didn't get us over the top here. And as you can see, there's the value of if I were to actually claim this, it'd be $2.90, and I'm not going to do that just for the paperwork alone for the the nonprofit Southwest Housing Solutions. So again, I'm coming out of my own pocket, and I did donate. You can see the date up here in the corner here in terms of when I did it. I'm taking my name out because I don't want people contacting me, don't want people showing up to my house at all. And if you do show up to my house uninvited and I don't know you, you will receive a complimentary picnic basket full of knuckle sandwiches. So anyway, let's go back over here. I'm going to go ahead and compound here. Oh, by the way, I want to give a shout out to Helen, who is Roxy Rocker. And she was, Jenny's mom on the Jeffersons there, but she is in real life Lenny Kravitz's mom. And Lenny Kravitz, most of you should know, is one of the greatest musicians of all time. That guy is so talented and phenomenal. And he was married to Lisa Bonet, and they had a daughter whose name is Zoe. And Zoe was in the most recent Batman movie. So anyway, long story short, or kind of a 6 degrees of separation there, but I digress. I don't want to keep going down that rabbit hole. So listen, let me do this. I'll get back to this. I'll start the compounding here in a second. But one of the things that I'm going to talk to you about, because I'm going to talk to you about Forex shark fatigue, and I'm going to give you an honest assessment about what's going on with Drip Network, with the project, with Forex. And the reason I can do that is because I'm not asking anybody for anything. I don't have referral links in there. I'm not asking you, to do anything for me. I'm not even asking you to subscribe or like my videos. Feel free. I'm not even trying to really grow this YouTube channel. That's not what the main purpose of this is. If I can help one person change their financial life, and if I can donate to nonprofits in the city of Detroit, that's great. But I'm tracking my venture down compounding passive income. That's what this channel has kind of evolved into, while also donating to local nonprofits. So again, I don't really care what anybody says. I don't have comments enabled also, and because I don't want to manage community. I don't want people to get ripped off with the bots and the scammers out there. So I can speak freely. I'm not like a lot of these YouTubers who are getting paid either in tokens or some kind of incentive or, payola to talk positively about a project. I'm going to tell you the truth about what I think and where I'm at. And so that's what I'm going to do when I talk about Forex shark fatigue. I think everybody's tired of the delays, and myself included, other people. And if you're not, I know there's a lot of YouTubers that are just, drip maxis, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not a maxi of anything except compounding passive income. But I'm going to tell you the truth about where things stand and my concerns with this whole, drip network ecosystem. I think that Forex Shark is a brilliant genius guy. There's no doubt about it. I think I'm heavily invested into Drip Network and the ecosystem. I want to see it succeed. I want to see it go crazy. I just don't think that he is at a point where he is evolving from a dev to a leader to a CEO, and is building an organization that is big enough to handle the growth that I think will come with this. Now, I've heard a lot of different people say that, oh, he's already rich and has made his money, but I don't know. He's not investing it in the right areas. I know that he's talked about, Stunner Breezy's talked about him having dev teams, but I keep hearing about BB and this one other dev being the holdup in the stall. And it kind of feels like besides maybe a handful of artists or subcontractors, it's a very small team. And I don't know. I don't know. But again, the fact that one dev can delay a project and put it at risk and jeopardy, that's my bigger concern right now. If Forex Shark gets sick or hit by a bus, this project and this whole ecosystem, besides what's already launched out there, is in jeopardy. And so that's my concern. And I think that it's a valid concern because there's no doxing that's gone on with him or his team. And I'm not even asking for that. But I think that what's evident, and again, my background is project and program management. I've run and deployed multi-million-dollar projects on a global scale for very large companies, large auto companies, large healthcare companies, large travel companies. And so I get running a very large team what it takes, and it doesn't sound like, as involved as he is on the development side, that the team is large enough yet to handle the scale and the vision. And he really needs to be and involved into the CEO and the visionary. And this isn't a criticism of him in terms of his brilliance. It really isn't, and what's going on here, because I believe in it. I'm pot committed. This is the third or fourth time now I've pulled monies out of different projects that I've been invested in to put more money into the piggy bank, aside from what I already have committed there, right? That's been in limbo for over 2 months. And again, I'm not complaining. I'm not fudding my own bags here. I'm just giving you an honest assessment. I think that this thing will launch eventually, maybe. But I don't know. But here's the other thing to keep in mind here, right? So it's been 2 months since we've been delayed with the piggy bank, right? And let's put it into relative comparison with other projects, right? So let's talk about Flare Networks and Hugo Filion. He initially promised everybody who invested money to get the airdrops from them that it would launch in February of 2021. And here we are in May of 2022. And so look at the timeline there. And I think that Hugo's one of those brilliant guys also, and what's going to happen with the launch of Flare Network, right? And so he's committed to dates and hasn't delivered, and it's been almost a year and a half later since it's actually come to fruition, and it hasn't yet. It's scheduled for July, right? Let's look at Charles Hoskinson and ADA, right? He's been major delayed in delivering on his. I mean, it's been a couple of years now. And let's look at the big one, which is ETH. Vitalik Buterin said that for them to come out with the next iteration, moving away from proof of work, might take 6 years, right? So let's keep it relative in terms of what Forex Shark is doing, in terms of being delayed for 2 months here, right? Is it frustrating? Yeah. Am I fatigued by it? Yeah, I do have some Forex Shark fatigue. And I really don't appreciate him kind of, shooting out those snarky comments to folks, who are investing and believe in his project, which I am one. I have this channel about it, right? So, and again, I'm not asking him for anything. I like this other bearded guy out there who's trying to get on Forex's team or what have you. I'm not into all that stuff, and I'm not trying to do it, but I'm going to give you an honest assessment. However, because this is what leads me to believe that it's a very, very small team, highly dependent on Forex Shark and BB and that other developer, right? Is the fact that he's staying up 48 hours in a row to try and develop. That shouldn't be his role at this point in time. He should have a team that he can delegate to that can get things done and really work on the roadmap and planning things out. So he's got to evolve. And so that being said, when he's getting snippy and he's putting in all that hard work, because the guy's been up for 48 hours. So I'll give him some grace. I'll extend him an olive branch and, I'll overlook that, and I'll leave it there. But again, here's the other thing. I'm going to be honest with you here too. No one has a gun to his head saying, you've got to pick May 5th at 1 o'clock. He kept saying he's not going to pick a date unless he's ready to go. And he said, we're 100% ready to go, but they're not 100% ready to go because he's still doing testing that should have been done before he even said that he's 100% ready to go. So again, it is what it is. We are where we are. Will this thing get up? Which leads me to my next bullet point on my thumbnail. I don't know. I think there's a 50-50 chance. And it's kind of bugs me that he doesn't like to launch on, Friday or the weekend either. launch it when it's ready. Keep working. You know, you got our money tied up, you know, over the weekend. So, you know, keep pumping and working to get this thing done, and not just on a Tuesday or Thursday. This thing needs to be out and ready to go. And as you said, 100% multiple times. So told you I'd keep it real, not hating on Forex Shark, not hating on the drip community. I'm about it. You know, still going to keep investing. Like I said, I got money sitting here ready to go to invest in the piggy bank. So anyway, take it for what it's worth. I am going to keep it honest with you. I think that, you know, DeFi is risky, but all of crypto is risky, you know, and I think this is probably the safest bet, in my opinion, that you can develop and move into passive income, compounding passive income, that I think is just phenomenal and life-changing. So anyway, I'll leave that there. I think there's a 50-50 chance that we launch at 1 o'clock today. I think that it'll be delayed. I think they'll find something else that will make it launch next Tuesday. It's just my personal, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope I'm proved wrong, but I think the track record shows that I'm probably more right than I am wrong. So anyway, let's go ahead and hydrate this, and then we'll get on and I'll cut you guys loose. Hopefully keep this video down. I know I keep threatening to keep it under 10 minutes, but as you can tell, I'm long-winded, and I'm a one-take Tommy. I don't have this music in the background either. I'm not doing all that. I don't have bosses. I don't work for you. Like I said, you're not my friend, and I don't have comments enabled. So, you know, one-take Tommy is what I am. I get it done. I don't do any editing. Don't apologize for it. I'm going to finish this video, get ready, and go watch my boy run his track meet in this nasty weather. Man, I tell you what, it's been brutal. These kids in the Midwest have had some brutal weather for running track, but I'll tell you what, they have the most heart. All right, so we already did that, and oh, let me actually, before I go on here, I think I showed you, you know, my donation here. I did show you that, so let me log out here on this one, and I'll also show you something else that I'm doing with the whole drip ecosystem. I did actually move some funds over and started another drip garden. Again, I am committed to the project, right? So, you know, got about 200 plants or so when I first did this. So I'll go ahead and compound this and just kind of show you where it's at. But then I'll go log into with my other main wallet and show you where things are, you know, on my main accounts as well, just to kind of show you. We did hit that 250 drip milestone, and there we go, 350 there. So anyway, let me log out. We did hit that 250 milestone, and you know, it's kind of fun. Actually, this hasn't rolled over yet, so there we go. Refresh. All right, anyway, I think it did it. I can't remember what the count was there, but anyway, we'll connect this real quick. Go back over to drip first. Connect the wallets. All right, so yeah, we're at 252 now, and it's fun. So I'm, you know, I'm getting about a little over 0.1 an hour, right? Which is great. Like next milestone is going to be obviously 500, and then 750 and 1,000. So let me go ahead and refresh our compound this, and then I want to show you the reservoir, right? This thing is I'm actually starting to see this thing be available for compounding here a little bit more frequently. I compounded earlier, but as you can see, I've got 103 compounds here. I am, I believe, over 2 drops or 2 BNB that I have, and I have not taken out anything. So just as an FYI there, and there we go. And let me just copy this over and show you the calculator here, because again, we're getting to that fun part where things are going to start popping here. 300, again, that's another kind of milestone where I'm getting 3 drip a day here, and that's targeted to take place around May 25th. So let's move over. I'll actually go ahead and hydrate my, this is starting to grow pretty quick too. I'm appreciating this, and the price on the Piston token is it's steadily creeping up, man. I mean, you know, again, I'm very glad that this is one of those where, yeah, man, even with the market being down the way it is, it's at 23 bucks. Just last week, I think it was at 17. So very happy about this as well, right? And I think that I got a little bit of time before I hit that 200 mark. That'll be the next main milestone there. Let me show you the targeted date for the Piston token for when I hit 2. And that's looking to be, you know, between June 18th and 19th there. So that's what I love about the math of these whole things, right? Let me just relog back in here, because this thing, again, is just starting to pump. I just, again, found out that we're not going to be allowed to actually use the pools for the drip BUSD in the whole animal farm. It's just going to be pig related, meaning piggy bank, pig pen. Anyway, that's where that is. But again, I have 229 overnight waiting, and let me see where we are here. I'm going to go ahead and compound that. Actually, let me refresh this. See where we are with by the way, the drip overwatch redid some things here, and so put some of the stats up top, which I really appreciate. I'm just going to go ahead and compound. It looks like I have some waiting here, so 229 that'll be added, and I'll show you, give you an update and show you, this is the one that I'm really excited about. Again, I'm committed to the project. I am. I know that I kind of gave you that honest feedback on it, and I think that it's healthy. Doesn't matter because I don't think anybody there is watching, in the community really watches my channel, which again, don't care if they do or don't. I'm just going to keep it honest and keep going forward. So I'm not getting paid for anything. And by the way, I still love crypto.com. Cannot beware of Bitstamp. That exchange is just the crappiest exchange I've ever experienced in my life. Get your money off of there as soon as possible. They are the worst than customer support, worse than their KYC. So anyway, still looking at the 15th or 16th for hitting that 30,000 mark, or getting 1,000 plants a day, and then the 25,000 mark, we should be the 9th, should be Monday. So Sunday or Monday, we should hit that 25,000 mark. So just a little update there on that one. And that's going to do it. Again, there's nothing to report here. 1 o'clock is when they're supposed to launch again. We'll see, cross our fingers. But again, I've droned on. Look at this. We're at 17 minutes again here, a little bit under. But listen, keep your head up. Keep it in perspective. Listen, Forex Shark is putting himself out there, right? And so you gotta be careful about how much you criticize people for doing something that you're benefiting from. Does he have room to go? Yes, he does, as we all do, right? And he's doing it out in a very public manner, even though he's not doxxed. So give the guy a break. He's doing the best he can. He does need to evolve into a visionary and CEO and not so much a dev. I think he'll get there eventually. I think I'm worried about him wearing himself out too, but we'll see if this happens today. It'll get out there eventually. Keep your head up. I believe in the ecosystem. I'm banking on it. I want it to happen. So anyway, have a great weekend. Hope the weather's not crappy like it is here in Michigan, and we will talk to you later.